Good morning, family, and welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Sunday, December 28th, 2008, and today we're reading in the last chapter of Exodus chapter 40, and there's a lot in this chapter. I'm going to just touch on a couple of points here, and I encourage you, as always, to read the entire chapter through for yourself and see what you get from it. But we see here now that all the tabernacle is done, all the stuff that needed to be completed in the tabernacle is done. We got that from yesterday's chapter. And we now see how the Lord had commanded Moses exactly like how to place these different things within the tabernacle. From the ark to the table, to the different furnishings on the table, to the candlestick. And that's actually something that I want to bring up for today's lesson for life. Something that I studied before, even from the temple. It's called Feng Shui, which is the art of placement. So there's actually a science, or there's an art to placing different things in location. There's a reason why you place certain things in a particular location. And I believe I brought this up before, even in early Lessons for Life, how we had used this science when we were selling our house, and we had placed certain things in the house and in certain areas, and it just made the house more appealing to people as they came in, and then they wanted to make offers, and we had so many different offers on the house. But Feng Shui is something I want to just introduce to you so you can actually look into it for yourself. But there's a science or art of placing different things, and we see here how the Lord had instructed Moses to place certain things. It says place them in order, and you can use that and it can benefit you, even just making your place more appealing even to yourself, or just putting your mind in the right mindset, just so as you're in a particular room or something like that, then you can feel better or more energized. So that's something that we see here at the beginning of this chapter, chapter 40. And another point that I want to bring up as we go further on down the chapter, we see how he's talking about Aaron and his sons and being called to the office of the priesthood. And one thing I saw from that, and I just want to bring up real quickly from for Lessons for Life, was that it says Aaron and his sons, even generations after, would be in the office of the priesthood. And that's something that we need to, I remember years ago there was a lot of businesses where you see like, a business name like, Smith and Sons, or, something and Son, because the sons used to carry on what the fathers had already started. And I believe that, nowadays, or in current society, a lot of people want to do things for themselves. They're more, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but they want to prove to themselves that they can do it on their own. But actually, when you do stuff like that, you're actually starting off at ground zero, as opposed to, if your fathers have started something, or forefathers, and then you can take that and build upon that and then grow, take it to the next level. Even if you have an interest in something different, you can see how can you incorporate that into what has already been done for you, what foundation has already been laid for you. So this is something that we see, and I was thinking about this as I was reading that, not only was Aaron going to be in the office of priest, but his sons, and even those that came after him. And as we can apply it even in our own lives now, about not always wanting to, start from ground zero and putting ourselves on a, just really making ourselves step back just so we can prove to ourselves that we can do our business or whatever, but actually building upon what has been laid from before and then taking it to the next level. Even incorporating, like I said, some things that you might have that you have an interest in personally, but just using it and catapulting off of what was already laid, the foundation that was already laid from your fathers or forefathers, whatever. So with that was today's Lessons for Life. Create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and tomorrow we'll go into the next book, and we'll talk again tomorrow.